Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We're back with another reaction. We're gonna check out BG's Alone, and I saw this recommended on the recent reaction that I did to their song You Win Again. And many people were recommending it and seconding the recommendation. So I said, "Hey, let's not put this off or I'll forget it and just jump straight into it." So here we are. Let's listen. Drumming changed a little bit into a almost like a marching pattern there at the end, very lightly. There was great drumming throughout the track, and I loved for me, where my mind really latched on in terms of the music was the acoustic rhythm guitar. I mean, every time you listen to a song, you never know. Sometimes your mind is, you catch on to something in the arrangement, and then it's hard to let it go. You listen to. I tried to listen to all of the other stuff as well, of course, but for some reason, that acoustic is like keeping me um, my mind engaged. And I guess maybe if I listen another time, maybe it would be something else. And for you who listens to it, might be another thing, But in terms of the vocals, of course, they were high up for most of the song, high up in that register. And then, combined Barry's like his vibrato with that higher register and almost sometimes dividing up words into the syllables. And it's so like, oh, yeah, there's no one else does it like that. And I was kind of smiling and seeing all the footage of them over the years and listening to the music itself. Really was uplifting. But then you listen to the lyrics and it's, oh, this is a contrast with that. And maybe that's on purpose to not really get us down too much, but not wanting to be alone. But the portrayal of in the beginning of this, how did he say it, a midnight rider on a cloud of smoke, almost being portrayed as cool but not really on the inside, the Iron Man with a master plan, but still being alone in the end, and trying to wait for this person, but they get no message from the phone. They believe they're occupied and busy, and but in the end, this person still ends up all alone and is waiting. Is there going to be glory to behold, or is it my imagination? And is it never going to happen? I pray it's not too late. We made it so far, but up until this day, the beats is of the heart. It's my own. It's only my heart. It's the beat of a lonely heart, and it's mine. And I don't want to be alone, which is very, very sad when you think about it. And then talking about things your mind latches onto, the acoustic rhythm guitar is one. And then I was looking at these images when they were young and playing around and performing. I have reacted to some of their older performers when they were young boys, right? In the black and gray. I've reacted to an interview with them on my second channel, Saeed Reacts More, where they talk about, kind of separating ways for a little bit, disagreements. They're brothers, of course, working closely together. It's going to happen. But they always came back together. And, the contrast of the lyrics of not wanting to be alone and them always being together. And of course, the public is always there as well. So there was a nice contrast. But then this other thought crept into my mind and latched onto that feeling, which made me kind of sad. Because Barry, is the only surviving brother of the three. Is Andy? I'm not. I thought Andy get passed away as well, right? He did a long time ago. I don't know if they have any sisters. I'm not sure. Leslie Gibb. She's still alive. She's still alive, I think. 80 years old. Okay, that does, because I was thinking, is he now the sole surviving Gibb? I'm not sure. Of course, they can have children and stuff, but out of these three, he is the, that completely messed me up, and I was kind of losing track of the song itself for a while there. The song is only 4 minutes, but sometimes you experience like a lifetime with these music. You get their life, you think of your own life, you think of how they might feel when they listen to this or see this. There's all stuff going on. That's what I like to do in the reactions, just relate what type of emotions come up, because that's what music is about in the end. How do we feel, or how does it make us feel? How does it make you feel? It's amazing how they do it. And they relate things, or write about things that are true to the human experience. We all can relate to some of these fears we have of ending up alone or feeling lonely. And then the music and their vocals, bring it to life. And yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's just, yeah. And it kind of, I was looking at him and said, I don't want to be alone. And I was thinking, oh boy, this is messing me up right now. I want to hear that beginning again though. That made me smile. This made me smile. I mean, it's a celebration in terms of music. I was trying to focus on something else in the acoustic guitar. I hear the bass really nice with a different type of percussion as well. And of course, Barry's high falsetto here is just amazing. It's cutting through that music and it's just yeah, it's amazing. You know, and their harmonies, you know, they have so many different ways of doing harmonies, and this is so subtle, like really supporting almost because that falsetto of Barry right now, so subtle, so good. It's so subtle that you don't know when their vocals are dropping out, and then you only hear like Barry's voice, and it's so nice. You know, they kind of move as one, and yeah. Fantastic song. Wow. Really nice. I could see why so many people recommended it. Thank you for doing that. And I definitely will continue the Bee Gees journey, of course, and try to learn a little bit more about them. And it's been amazing to kind of hop around. You know, of course, now uh, with time and, of course, technology, we have this ability to jump around in time. Like it's like, you know, it's almost like time traveling. Of course, you couldn't do that when you were here, just waiting for new music to come out, and jumping around the decades, hearing how they adapted or pioneered sounds, or changed styles, or that's how you kind of achieve this longevity and great career and write for different artists. And yeah, it's amazing to hear that. Or when you jump into a song of the 2000s, the early 2000s, then you go back to the 70s, or suddenly you're in the 90s. Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, it's been fun. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.